everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. It's been a good morning. I got up early, went walking with my husband. We went out to the bluff in St. Joe. That's on Lake Michigan, and got in a morning walk. I haven't done that yet this year. This is the first time I've been out there and we went up and down the steps a couple of times, but this time we actually walked the whole bluff and down to the pier at the lake, and it started raining on us. Just a fine misty rain. It was really nice, so we didn't stop. I looked like a drowned rat when we got done because I got my hair trimmed yesterday. My daughter trimmed up my hair, and she got it a little bit short. And because of it being so short, it just flat on my head. That's all right. Okay, you guys. This video is going to be part 3 and the last part of my question and answer videos. I had a few more questions to share and answer, so I'm going to get right into that and get it done. And you know, if anybody asks questions, I'll answer them. There's enough here to do a video, so I figured I'd just go ahead and do it. Okay, left off the last video I left off at question 19. Okay, question 20. Do I watch TV? Very little. Very little. What do I watch? I watch I think it's NCSI. I think it is. And I watch all of them. All that come on. They come on different days. And I watch Ghost Whispers. I like that. I don't have cable or satellite. I just have, my TV comes through antenna. So whatever is on is what I watch. But I don't watch much TV. I'm usually watching my YouTube subscribers, channels, trying to, because I subscribe to so many of you ladies and gentlemen that I try to watch as much as I can, and I can't get them all in. I apologize. So I try to at least make sure I get the ones that actually support my channel before I do any of the others. But it's a hit and miss. I get in there and I watch. I'm watching YouTube from the time I get up, sometimes till 10 o'clock at night, with only taking a short break to make supper or to fix me a cup of coffee, go to the ladies' room. You know, but I enjoy it. And I craft. I'm watching YouTube. So, not a lot of TV, but when I do, that's usually what I watch. Question 22, that was question 21. 22, how was my granddaughter tested for autism? My granddaughter, Hayden, was tested for autism when she was 18 months old. She wasn't talking and starting to talk or progressing the way a normal 18-month-old would. She had horrible meltdowns even back then. She would beat her head up against stuff, and yeah, it was pretty bad. And I'll have to ask my daughter and the school, and it's from the school and everything. I mean, they still follow Hayden. They've been with her since birth, nearly, since she was 18 months old. They helped teach her my daughter how to feed Hayden, because she was a very picky eater. They taught her how to do different sign language for Hayden to help with the times that Hayden didn't start talking until she was 4 years old. She was going on 5 before she started talking. She screamed and, you know, and babbled, but she didn't talk. So she has come a long way in the last 5 years. And, but that's basically it. And Hayden's been going to school since she was 2 years old. She's been in special schools. So it has been a very rough road at times. I've seen my daughter trying to help Hayden when Hayden was having a meltdown. And if you know anything about autistic children, when they have a meltdown, they are as strong as an adult, or anyway our baby is. And thank God she's outgrown a lot of that. She still has her meltdowns, and you still have to dodge things because she throws them. And you don't know because she'll catch you totally off guard, and she'll throw something at you if she doesn't like the answer you give her. So you definitely have to be careful. But it's getting to where it's farther apart now, so it's a good thing. But that's how we found out that Hayden had autism, is through her pediatrician and professionals that work with autistic children. She is what they call on the low spectrum. She hasn't got a lot of the other things that go with the more severe autism. So we're very blessed there. And then question 23, I hope that did answer your question. Question 23, what's my favorite color? I like blues, greens, and blacks. Those are my favorite colors. I wear a lot of black. I think that has to do with weight. You know, I think that we have it in our heads if we wear black colors, you know, dark colors, that we look smaller. So I love blues. I like pink. I mean, I don't think there's really a whole lot of colors I don't like, but blues, greens, pink, black is my favorite colors. Okay, and question 24, how did I get into crafting? Okay, you guys, here you go. This is how I got into crafting. I was working at Walmart as a claims clerk. I had 7 grandkids, 3 kids, 3 in-law kids, and they all lived right close to me. I had my grandkids every single weekend. Without fail, I saw my grandkids. If I wasn't keeping them, they were here to spend the day. We ate together. We cooked out together. We had Christmas together. I mean, we were together all the time, practically, except when we were working. Well, lo and behold, my son and my oldest daughter decided they're moving to Florida. They're the ones that had the kids. So they all packed up and moved to Florida. In the middle of the winter, I actually had to help them shovel driveway just to pack the U-Haul. It was the worst time that I could imagine. I was so used to having a house full of kids and my kids and my grandkids. I was lost. So I was watching, at that time we did have cable TV, and I was watching a channel on TV. I think it was a DIY channel. And at that time they had a scrapbooking show that came on, and I started watching it, and it looked like it was fun. So my husband let me order some stuff that was online. You know how they do these online sales? He let me order some stuff, and that's where it started. Right there. And that was almost 11 years ago. I That's how I got into crafting. It was to fill a void that I didn't have any babies. My youngest daughter at that time didn't have any kids. She didn't have Hayden until my other kids were in Florida for almost 2 years. And then we got Hayden. So that's how I got into crafting. It was a kind of a saving grace for me. God knew I needed something. And now I've got 10 grandkids and a great-granddaughter, so I've really got a lot of kids. Okay, question 25. What is your most favorite stamp set that you own? Okay. There's actually going to be more than one. And I most recently got the ones I really like. And they're from May Made It. I like this one because of the birthday thing. I can make birthday cards that are kind of cute, you know. So this one is mostly about birthdays. I like this one because I can stamp the back of my projects and put my name on it if I want to. So I really like this one. A lot of them I haven't used yet because I don't have a lot of the good inks. That's my next thing that I need to get. I also like this one because it's got a lot of words. It's, you know, you can do a happy anniversary, congratulations, happy retirement, happy birthday wish, gonna miss you, thinking of you, looking forward to seeing you. So it's got a whole bunch that you can do. You get tired yet? You asked for it. I like this one. I like the big U. And there again, it's got a lot of different things. It's got some hearts. And like I said, most of them are from May Made It. And this one, I think this is adorable. I've used this one a couple of times already. And I love this one from Stampin' Up. I love the fairies. That's the stamp sets that I really, really like. This is one of the latest ones. I haven't really used this one, but I thought it was really cute. And this was the last one that we got, and I haven't used it yet. So I'm looking forward to using these on cards. My goal is to start making cards to where when there's a birthday or anniversary, I have the cards made, because if I don't, I just don't get them out like I should. So I hope that kind of answered your question. It was probably overkill, but that's the stamp sets that I like. I don't have just one particular one. I actually have even a few more than that I like. Right now, I'm just trying to get some inks that I can use. When I was visiting Kashina in Texas, we were looking, and she was telling me the Mementos is a good ink, so I'm going to be getting some of those to get started. Okay, last question. What's your favorite crafting tool? My favorite crafting tool is this. I love it. I have cutting boards by Fixture. I think that's how you name it. Anyway, same as that. I have the cutting boards. I want to get a Cricut cutting board, but right now I just got this. But this is my favorite. I can do my 8 by 11 papers. I think they're 8 by 11. 8 by 9. Anyway, cardstock. I can do cards really well with this. I like that. And most recently, I bought a envelope maker. It's right here. I'm not going to take it down because I would have to move some stuff to do it. So I like that. and my glue gun. Love my glue gun. Couldn't do anything without my glue gun. And then I like the Joann's discount tape. That is the best. $1.99. And there's a lot on it. And she has the thicker, the wider, I mean. And there's a lot on there. I've used this quite a bit already. So for $1.99, it's well worth it. So I got to make a trip. That's pretty much, I'm going to be running out soon. Okay, question 27. Have you ever gone to a craft fair, and where was it? No, I've never went to a craft fair. I would love to go to a craft fair, but I'm a coward. I don't go anywhere by myself. The crops that people go on, I think that would be so much fun to go on a weekend crop, but I'm a coward. I don't go anywhere by myself. I just don't get out and drive any more than I go to town and back. That's the extent of my getting out. Dollar Tree, Walmart, Joann's, Michael's. Every now and then I'll drive over into South Bend to go in the stores that are over there that we don't have here, like Hobby Lobby and they have a bigger Michael's over there. There's another store. Anyway, Hobby Lobby. But I don't even do that very often. I usually wait until somebody can go with me. Okay, 28. What is the one thing you always said you wanted to do when you grew up? I always said I wanted to work as a nurse. I wanted to be a nurse. That was my goal. I did achieve some of that before I went to work at Walmart and before I went to work at Woolens. See, I told you there's a lot to know about me. I worked at the hospital close to where I live. They used to have a hospital in Berrien Springs, Michigan. And I worked there for 7.5 years as a nurse's aide. I worked as a rehab nurse for the last 5 years that I worked there. I worked helping people who had stroke or a heart attack or something like that, and they were recovering. That's what I did. I loved it. But it got to be very emotional for me because I was working with the elderly, and it was sad. It was very sad. And at that time, I was working 12-hour shifts, 4 days a week, and I just told my husband, when I go to work crying and I come home crying, I need to switch jobs. So I did. I went to work at Woolens, which was a plastic factory. They made the covers that go over the mirrors on the sun visor in your car. They made those. They made license plate, the plastic frames for license plates. They made salad bowl sets, spoon, the big plastic serving spoons. I mean, all kinds of stuff like that. And I was there. I worked third shift for about a year. And at that time, my youngest daughter was a wild Indian. So I was chasing her and trying to sleep. And plus, by then, I had Lisa, my first granddaughter, and I was trying to babysit her, so it wasn't working. So I went to work at Walmart as a stocker, and I retired from Walmart 21 years later, almost 22 years later. So I always wanted to work as a nurse, and I did kinda, so. Do any of your children craft? Only my granddaughter, Caitlin, that you guys have met if you've been following me. I will link her channel below if you want to check her out. She's pretty awesome young lady. But, yeah, she's the only one that's really interested in crafting. I wish some of the others were, but they're really not. But that's okay, you know. It's not for everybody. Maybe they'll get into it as they get older like I did. Maybe. All right, you guys, this video's already gotten too long. That's all the questions that I had. I hope I answered them to where they're to your satisfaction. If anybody has any questions, I won't say I'll make another video for questions, but I will answer questions. I'll try and work them in a video. I will link the ladies below that asked me the questions. I'll link, if they have channels, I'll link them. If not, at least their name will be in the description below. So, give me a thumbs up. Comment, please. I love comments. I love answering your comments. And thank you for watching and hanging out with me. And don't forget my challenge. Have a great day. And God bless. And most of all, you guys, keep a smile on your face.